Hello guys, welcome back to my channel where we put out new videos every single week, and if you watch it or not, that's totally up to you. But if you don't, bye, nice knowing you, thanks for coming in. I'm going to show you how you can achieve great voluminous blowout style curls in under 15 minutes. Sometimes it may take a little bit longer depending on how much hair you have, but let's get to it. So you guys, I'm going to go over everything you're going to need to achieve this great look. Now this is a look that does not have to be performed on clean hair. It could be performed on your everyday 3-day hair, whatever you got going on, just do it. So if you're rocking with 3rd day hair, 2nd day hair, whatever day you're on, you're going to want to start with a dry shampoo. Now I am using the brand Batiste, and you can use whatever brand you want. Next you're going to need a firm holding hairspray. This one can be picked up at the drugstore. I figured I'd show you a good cheap brand that's pretty good quality. Then you're going to want to use some kind of oil to tame the curls and pick them out and everything. And I'm using Bumble and Bumbles. And then also I have a pomade to show you how you can tame down all the flyaways and everything as well. And this one is Control Paste by Aveda. You're also going to use some clips. And then you're going to want a comb. I highly advise using a rat tail comb because this is going to help you with the sectioning as well. And then you're also going to want a brush, and I like to use a wet brush for everything. So that's what we're going to use for this one today. And then also you'll want a fresh set of hair. Everybody say, hey, Felicia. Felicia's not going anywhere today. She's going to stay with us here. Felicia, welcome Felicia. Okay, so for today's look I am using a 1-inch barrel curling iron. You can use a wand, it's totally up to you. I decided to use a curling iron so you can see both how you can use a curling iron as a wand and also regular style curling iron. So as you can see here, Felicia is rocking amazing frizzy day 5 hair. So if you're coming in with day 5 hair and you only have 15 minutes to achieve that natural voluminous look, you're in luck, my friends, because I'm going to teach you how to get that today at home without having to go to the salon and do a blowout. So what you're going to want to do first is you're going to take whatever dry shampoo you desire, and you are going to go ahead and spray her roots. Really focus on that top area in the crown. And just get it in there. So Felicia, all the oil's gone. All the oil. And then next, believe it or not, she's already been brushed out 3 times, but we're going to brush her again. We're going to brush through that dry shampoo and kind of work it in there a little bit. If you want to have fresh hair or day 3 hair, this is one of those looks that is great for if you're in a rut and you have to be somewhere in 30 minutes and you need your hair done in under 20. So what we're going to do is we're going to section out the portions that we're going to tease. So you're going to find the part wherever you part your hair, and Felicia today she wants to part it right here. So that's where Felicia's going to part. So we are going to work off the part. So once you get your part established, you're going to connect the dots from the crown area all the way back to the occipital bone. And I'm going to section that out and show you what it looks like real quick. Okay, so you're going to section your hair into 3 sections. You're going to have the crown area sectioned out and these 2 to kind of get it out of the way. Now, I'm going to show you what she looks like in the back. So you see she has everything from here all the way down to the occipital bone combed out, or sectioned out, I'm sorry. So you're not going to worry about curling this section of the head yet, because what you're going to do is you're going to lay down the volume. So this section right here that is combed out, in that circle area, you're going to take your comb and you're going to grab a small thin piece of hair. It's a little bit chunkier than I want it, but that's okay. I'll comb that out. So remember, she is already texturized with dry shampoo, so she has that little bit of grit in there already. If not, if you have a lot of hair and you weren't able to get this section of the hair, just go ahead and zap it with some dry shampoo or whatever you have laying around, like texturizing powder. Dry shampoo works very well as well. So we are going to tease that hair. So when you're going to tease this hair, you're not going to go like this up and down. You are going to take sections and you're going to make a C when you tease. That way later when you're combing this out, it's easy to comb out. So you're going to go in and down, in and down, like you're creating a C. And then you're going to lay that and kind of pull it apart to create that little hump look that you want. So you're going to do this again all the way till you get to the crown of the head. So I'm going to show you one more time and then we're going to speed up the process a little bit. So in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So like a C, each time you're carving a C into the head for the tease. And then you're going to lay that over the top and fan it over like that. So this is what the side, the back of it should look like so far. And this is what the side should look like so far. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, but leave the last two sections out because we're going to do this together. Okay, so we're coming up on the last two sections, and also rule of thumb, when you're teasing this in, do not comb over it yet. That's going to be safe for last. So for this last two sections, you do not want to tease it that much because you do not want the tease to show. So this section right here, I'm going to just do 3 C's. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to lay that over the top. And then this last section right here that's going to lay on the top of the head, I'm going to just do maybe one little tease just to kind of blend it in. Okay, I did 1.5, so I lied. So yeah, now that's down. So now you have your volume in the back established. Now we're going to go on the sides because right now she has nothing going on the sides. So the side right here, we're going to take that side first and you're going to connect the dots. So you're going to take the piece that's right close to the tease and you're going to tease those hairs just to blend it in. Side. Now this is her heavier side, so you don't have to go as far up or far back as the other side. Okay, so home skillet slice right here has that part that is not wanting to stay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in right here and just slightly kind of tease the hairs together. So I'm going to take that slice right there in the front. I'm going to take this piece right here where you see in the front where her part lays, and I'm going to tease it just ever so lightly, not enough to make it look like she's got a web going on in there, and then push it back. So now you have your tease established all the way around. Now this is where you're going to take that comb and lightly start fanning it down. So at this point you should almost be done with the look. So this is the part where we can start spraying down the tease. Now this takes some time getting used to doing it yourself, but once you do, you can do this in under 15 minutes, no issue. Right around her face in these areas right here, what we're going to do to these guys is we're going to go ahead and spray down the tease a little bit. Not a lot, but just enough to be able to work with it, but not set it. So this guy right here, I want you to take your hand, open it up, palm out, and you're going to spray it. And you're going to smush it together and put it where you want it to go. Because you'll be able to curl that and it'll all come together later. Same with this side. And you're going to smash them over. So now's the time you put in the curls. So remember when we said on the bottom, you're not going to worry about putting in curls before the tease. I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to curl just the top half of the head, and then I'm going to show you the bottom. So I'm going to curl back here, and then I'll show you what kind of curls I'm doing in the front. So when I'm curling the hair, I'm isolating back and forth the direction of the curl. Remember how I said I'm isolating the direction of the curl? So this one right here, I curled with the barrel going towards me. This time, I'm gonna curl with the barrel going away from me. So, I'm gonna curl it, and curl it. And the reason we do that is to have the curls look very boho-y and mermaidy. If you've ever looked at a curly haired girl's hair, not all the curls are going in the same direction. Each curl's going a different area, different location, different width, different height, etc. So I'm not sure if you noticed, but before I curl the hair, I kind of smooth it over with the curling iron. This is going to help those with the frizzy hair kind of tame that frizz a little bit, but also open the cuticle a little bit and seal it up, so by the time the curl gets in there, it doesn't look as frizzy. Okay, boys and girls, so we have the top half of Felicia curled, and as you can see, nothing underneath is done yet. So the reason we don't want to touch the underneath until after the top is curled, because sometimes you might not even have to curl some. You might have to go through and curl a few pieces. So I'm gonna go through and curl a few pieces ever so often to show you how few curls can do so much, because especially if you're suppressed for time and you're trying to get a nice voluminous look without having to go through and curl the whole head, you don't have time to do the whole top bottom. So just adding a few curls on the bottom, the ones that stand out and you see, is going to make a difference and make it look like your whole head is essentially curled. Okay, so as you can see, now it looks like the whole head is curled. So what you're wanting to do next is you don't want to comb out all the curls first. You're going to want to spray down lightly everything, let it cool, and then just go back through with your comb and make sure to finalize and lay all that tease down. So now I'm going to go in with this guy, and I know what you're thinking. The top of the head is still frizzy. So this is for my natural hair curly girls who, if they don't curl all the way to the top of the head, it makes a huge difference and you can see the frizz. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay the barrel of the curling iron over it. Not burning your head, because that would be bad. And you're just going to smooth over it. So this is essentially doing the same thing as a straightening iron would do without having to plug in a whole new hot tool. See? Alrighty, so here comes the fun part. Next, I'm going to take my oil drops, put no more than that much in my hand. It's like pea size. I'm going to go through and finger pick the curls. So this is what's going to distinguish Shirley Temple curls or your mermaid beach waves. Now's the time you go back through, and if you're like, oh, this curl fell out a little bit, you go through and readjust it. Fix any curls that may look like they need touched up and loving. Okay, so you remember that pomade I said it's great for flyaways? This could be a guy's pomade or a girl's pomade. I like this one because it does have an oil base, so it's going to help out with that. But you take a little bit where those flyaways that you don't want to see, usually where the frizz is most uncontrollable, and just calm them down. It's going to hold them down and slick them down so they don't look too girl. And voila, Felicia is nice, full of volume, and beautiful mermaid curls, and she's ready to take on her day looking like she came from Texas. Alrighty guys, so keep in mind that is the doll head. The doll head is crappy hair. So hopefully you learned something today. If you want to see more videos like this where I teach you how to do different styles and updos, go ahead and like this video. If you don't, well, cool, bye. No one asked you for your opinion. But yeah, thank you always for watching. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Beautiful baby.